is Melissa Yaros, and I will be talking about a small town in Columbus, Ohio called Old Town East. What happens when gentrification fails to happen quickly enough? Crime is on the rise. Old Town East is the leading place for murder in Columbus. They have more cases of robbery and burglary than the entire city of Columbus combined. Naturally, a year after gentrification occurs, crime increases, but then gradually decreases as the revitalization efforts continue. But why, after nearly 2 decades, is crime still on the rise? There needs to be a stronger presence of the local police department, and the residents are taking it upon themselves to help the police department fight back against crime in the area. They have formed the Block Watch organization, which is where the members of the Block Watch organization patrol the streets at night and look for crime-related activity. They report the crime-related activity to the police department. This is putting residents and volunteers into harm's way. This is a repeat of the Trayvon Martin case. When police receive a complaint related to a theft, when a home value is less than $3,000, they do not respond to these complaints. It is as if disorder is tolerated.
Fighting back against shootings, drugs, prostitution, they're issues Old Town East is trying to tackle along with Columbus City Council. Community organizations want to change to the city's loitering laws. It is a heated debate that's really divided communities. ABC 6's Dave Detling is outside.
Hotspot that we want to pass on to neighbors tonight. There were 4 garage break-ins within 12 hours between Tuesday and Wednesday in one part of the neighborhood. Here are the streets, Bryden Road, one on Oak Street, and the other on Kendall Place. ABC 6 reporter Steve Levine now with some new details about the crimes. Steve?
Bob, you know that every week I go through the police reports and I check for some crime hotspots. Well, you could be surprised how surprised I was when I found a cluster of crimes right in the neighborhood where we're living right now, and all of them are connected to unattached garages. Thieves apparently getting inside but busting open overhead garage doors, costing owners hundreds of dollars to replace. Thugs stole a GPS unit and 2 drills from one garage. Thieves also tried to steal a car, but luckily it wouldn't start. Columbus police are investigating these crimes, so if you have any...
At this bus stop along a busy Columbus street on neighborhood monitored cameras, Block Watch leaders say it appears to be people exchanging drugs for money. Others lining up what appears to be a crack pipe.
We have been basically battling for 2 years. This corner and the corner right down there also on Ohio and East Main. This corner is definitely the worst.
This member of the Ohio Parsons Block Watch says a woman is caught on camera here lighting what appears to be a crack pipe, then smoking it. Minutes later, a police cruiser pulls up and everyone is on their best behavior until it rolls by. Mike says these folks sit at the bus stop and never seem to want to go for a ride.
Because the standard, unfortunately, for the Near East Side years and years ago was set very low. Well, you know, this is 2010. The standard should be up here.
He says the city and police need to make this a major priority, and this behavior blatantly out in the open is unacceptable.
Where else in the city of Columbus do you see this same activity going on?
Police officials say that area is and has been on their radar. Mike says if that's true, they need to do even more.
This portrays that disorder is tolerated, attracting gangs to the area. There has been an increase over the past year in police shootings, resulting in the second highest in the past 15 years. Most of these shootings were gang-related. The police department is posting gang-related signs on the Block Watch website to create awareness of the increased crime in the area. Further research and community planning is needed to understand the impacts of gentrification and how that impacts crime. As we venture out into the world and look for a community to be a part of, we need to understand the community's history and how the history of a community can impact the amount of crime in that area. The amount of crime in an area also results in our sense of safety, and we all need to feel safe in the area that we live in. It also impacts our quality of life. The police department either needs to employ enough police officers to control the crime in the area, or the State Department needs to step in to ensure that the police department is doing their job correctly.